Okay, so yeah, I guess we can talk about plans and rules. I'm going to be a little bit stern here, so be prepared. Yeah, it's not going to be done very often, but it's important that we sort through them really quickly. And for the rules, I'm going to be like reading them top to bottom. So number 1 is absolutely no racism, just racism. Absolutely no racism. You can go scroll down, by the way, and I'm going to configure it so that new people are going to see the rules as well, right? So new people are going to see all of the rules. They're important. Rules are important in keeping a community safe and keeping a community a place where people want to be at. So please, this is an important segment. It's important to listen to. So absolutely no racism, sexism, homophobia, politics, bullying, or hate speech. None of that is allowed here. None of that will ever be condoned. I don't want that. And this includes drama as well. Please, I think that doesn't need to be said, but drama, anyone who brings like whatever drama from wherever, be it personal or like with another content creator coming through and there's like something, that's not the place. This is not the place for it. Not at all. And there are appropriate places for that, and this is not the place for it. Okay? The second rule is, and this is subject to change too, by the way, everyone. So by subject to change, I mean like these rules are pretty set, but what I mean by subject to change is I might add more rules. So yeah. So the second one is, please do not trauma dump or provide TMI about your personal life. This is for the maintenance of your security and mine and the atmosphere of the stream. So this is important as well. I don't need to know about the very like deep personal details of your personal life. Please understand that I will most likely be streaming for the most part. I'd like to think to, hundreds, maybe thousands potentially of people at one time. And you are also revealing a lot of your personal information to a lot of these people. And I would like to think that a lot of you guys are trustworthy, but you just never know who's there to harm you on that scale. So for your security as well, please be careful. You can tell me about your day. You can tell me about like general details. I'd like to know stuff like you went outside and you had a good time doing this or a good time doing that, or you didn't have such a good time doing this or doing that, but please keep it short. I don't need long-winded like explanations about why your day is going badly. I don't need long-winded explanations about why your week is going badly. I don't need to know that somebody in your family is like going through a terminal illness. I truly wish you all the very best. I really mean that with the bottom of my heart. I know what it's like to have a sick family member. I know what it's like to be very sick, but this is just not the place for it. Yeah? It's not the place for it. There are so many different places. Please like find an actual friend or a therapist who can genuinely like help you in that regard. So the third one is, please do not ask me deeply personal questions. I am a pretty open guy. My boundaries are a little bit blurry. I understand this. And that's kind of how I want to keep it. I don't really need, I'm like, I know when to set my boundaries. So you don't need to like baby me or police or moderate in the chat and be like, don't ask that. If I find a question is too personal, I will say, right? I will stand my ground and be like, that's too much, or I won't read it. Or I'll keep a mental note and be like, this person is on like, is asking too many of the personal questions. And the moderators will be watching. So I will not reveal. Like if people ask me, stuff like, what is your name? Or where do you live? Or like, blah, blah, blah. Like these are way too personal questions. Asking me stuff like how my day is going, or what I've been up to, or how the cats are, or what I've been listening to. A lot of these things are totally okay with me, but no deeply personal questions. I will not be answering that. And not just that, not only will I not be answering that, but you will be timed out. So, I won't just ignore you. I will time you out too, and you will kind of be aware that you were asking way too personal of a question. So beware of that, because the moderation is going to be more strict. The fifth one is absolutely no bullying of any other chat members. It is a completely bannable offense. You will be timed down. depending on the severity of the bullying. There is no room for like any sort of like doxing, any sort of trash talk, any sort of like anything like that. And the mods are going to be looking very, very carefully and looking at like what you guys are saying. There's not going to be any like sub-bullying as well, or saying like very tweedy sub-bullying stuff on stream. I don't want any of that. There's no fucking room for that. I just don't want that. And you will be punished, and you will be like penalized for these things. Yeah. Now, one thing again is, I will always forever not condone any sort of bullying, but please understand as well, outside of the stream is a personal matter. Please take care of yourselves. Please like go to the appropriate authorities. What I can control is the stream. We don't have a Discord, by the way, and there will not be a Discord for a while for that specific reason. When I have the right moderation team, I will create a Discord, and then I will be okay. Like, I will be okay with creating the Discord, and I will have like mods like looking left and right and being there and like making sure that things are like correct and things are like going the right way. But for now, there is not going to be a Discord because I just cannot moderate a Discord. It is more trouble than it is worth currently. Whether or not you create a community Discord, I am not a part of that. You guys will do what you guys do, but I'm not a part of that, and I don't want you guys to like, just please be careful of who you're interacting with and take care of yourselves first. Okay? Take care of your energy and be well in that regard, because there's not going to be any fucking bullying on this stream. No subtweeting, no sub-bullying. Not subtweeting because it's not Twitter, but no sub-bullying, no fucking like this or that, no snarky side comments is what I mean. Point blank period, okay? Another thing is no excessive swearing or vulgar remarks. Some people were confused about this. You can say the fuck word. You can say the shit word. You can say the bitch word. Don't worry about that. You're okay, everyone. You can say all of these silly little words. You can do that. It's when you use them all together in a way that doesn't make any sense contextually, where you're just starting to say bad words for saying bad words' sake in a way. You guys will just, that's where it's going to be a little bit bad. Like, if one example of this is, for example, you come up and you're like, fucking bitch ass fucking game is stupid as shit, go fucking die. You know what I mean? Like, that's, you can't, even if you're talking about an inanimate object like a game, it gets to a point where it's like, that's kind of negative. You're kind of promoting this a little bit, like, you know what I mean? So context matters, and I will be the one to judge whether or not you get timed out for that. But also the moderators will judge and will be watching if you guys go and step a little bit too far out of line and say something a little bit too silly. Yeah. Another thing is no self-promotion. So no self-promotion, please. There have been a lot of different people who have come up to me now that I am an indie and I don't work at Wendy's, and have been like, oh my god, I've been watching you since you were in Wendy's, and like, I can't tell you how much I was a fan of like your like group in Wendy's, bro. Like, what was their name? Lexogay or something like that. Rexomay something. I've been such a fan of you since you were there. And then I literally remember this person like not following me, never interacting, never like doing anything, never ever doing anything. Like, there's been so many situations. People have been in my fucking DMs going like saying the most outlandish shit ever and being like, oh my god, I remember you, you're Vex, right? You're fucking Vex. I'm like, no, don't fucking play with me. I'm not, don't fucking play. Like, listen, you guys don't do this. You guys really don't do this. This is not an issue, but there's a lot of people out there who do this. So if I see you trying to promote your stream, or if I see you trying to do something even, you know, remotely cheeky in that kind of sense, I will time you out and you will receive warnings. So be careful, okay? Please don't do that. And finally, the last rule, I think this is one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The last rule is my streams are intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Now, I'm going to talk about the 8th rule. I just didn't know how to word it properly in words, like in text, so I'm going to talk about it after this. But for rule number 7, my streams are intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. I'm not like a lewd tuber or like whatever you want to lump me in as, in that, like, that's a valid thing if you guys want to do that, or people want to do that, absolutely valid. I'm not like an NSFW streamer. I don't intend to do ASMR, at least for a long while. And I just I'm not a super NSFW streamer or anything in that regard. So it's not like I'm catering to 18+ audiences only, but I honestly feel uncomfortable when minors watch still. So that is kind of where I'm at with it. And if you will allow me just a little bit of like a space, I still feel uncomfortable when minors watch, despite this not really being like a sexually explicit experience or anything like that. I just don't, it's not. So I think that from now on, like, I think it's just safer if we just really like, I think it's good to draw the line and say that minors are not allowed, like, point blank, because it's just easier that way. Like, it's hard because I'm not like a sexually explicit streamer, and I don't intend to be. I'm not like a lewd tuber, but I just think that it would be at the comfort of everyone if this was more of like an 18+ space, and we weren't concerned about there being like minors in chat. So it's going to be an 18+ space. If you are, a minor, you will be banned, unfortunately. Yeah, so you will be banned. As simple as that. We've already warned you. It's there. If we find out that you're a minor, and this goes for the Discord server as well. When we make the Discord server, it could be fucking a year from now, but when we make the Discord server, that will be an 18+ space, even if there's no sexually explicit stuff allowed. So absolutely no minors. I think that's just safe that way. I feel bad because I'm not like an 18+ streamer, so it doesn't make complete sense, but I think I just feel uncomfortable. I think chat feels more comfortable if it's like no minors. So no kids here, please. No children, no minors, point blank period. If we find out, you will be banned. Not even timed out, because if you're timed out, you will just rewatch the stream or come back at a later time. You will be banned. So don't even try. I don't want to have to ban you, so don't even come here. Read the rules. It's important. That's that. And the last rule, which is not stated here, and I will state at a later time once I find the right text, is please understand that I am not your boyfriend. I am not your best friend. I am not your therapist. I am not your, I'm not any of these things. Like, I'm here to provide entertainment. I'm here because I genuinely care. I'm here because I love streaming. I'm here because I want to experience things with you. I'm here because I want to relate to you. I'm here because it's fun. But I'm not here because I am your boyfriend. I'm not here because, I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your best friend. I'm not a toy to be played with in that sense either, right? So I'm here to entertain, and that is the end all be all on that. So I think we've covered pretty much everything there. I think that it's important to set boundaries. I've set them very firmly here, and please refer to these, like this VOD, refer to like the rules here, because it's important that you guys do, and it's important that this part is clipped, because I know it's not an easy thing to talk about, but it's important to set these boundaries, and it's important to say these things. Yeah, I might make like a whole write-up on Twitter one time as well, just to like make sure that we've sorted that out. But this is really just for the betterment of the stream. And it's going to make the community grow. It's going to make us grow, and it's going to make us very like happy in the long run. So let's do this together, please. Make it easy for me, and make it easy on yourself. You deserve to make it easy on yourself. You deserve to make it easy. I deserve to have it a little bit easier. So let's have it this way. Yeah, let's have it. Let's do it right and make sure that things are clear and crystal. I hope that you guys understand where I'm coming from. If you disagree with any of the rules, I'm very, very sorry, but I stand firm on them and they will not be changing. So they are immutable and they are not going to be just changed on a whim or changed randomly. They're there to stay and they're not negotiables. Okay? And please make it easy for Tem as well. Tem is watching the stream a lot, and a lot of people come by. There's a few more moderators who might be like silently modding here and there. So make it easy for all of us. June is going to be here too, and they love you guys. Tem loves you guys. June loves you guys. And we just want it to be a space where you guys feel safe and where others feel safe as well. So let's try and get along. I know that there's a lot of, you know, obstacles and stuff, but let's try and get along, and let's start this new chapter together, and let's do some cool stuff together. Yeah, we have so many things to experience all together, and it's going to be so very fun. So I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. Be easy on the mods, God, guys, for God's sake. And I have to say, Tem is probably more strict than I am too. I'm pretty strict now. Like I'm like I'm different. I feel like from 2 years ago, I am much more different. But Tem is like takes it to another level. So don't fuck with Tem. Tem wants to like wants to enjoy as well. So have mercy. Yes, exactly. Yes.